All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for calling in. Happy Sunday. I absolutely love just kind of chatting with you guys and showing you what's possible with Isagenix. And so just briefly, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Lauren Sims. I'm a clinical nutritionist by trade. I've been in the health and fitness, health and wellness industry for almost 20 years. So as a group fitness instructor, a personal trainer, then a nutritionist, and Isagenix came into my life about 6 years ago, 5.5 years ago. And I'll tell you, I was not looking for Isagenix. Isagenix found me at a time that I needed it most. And I love to share the story of how Isagenix came in my life, mostly because I truly believe that if it can happen to me, it can happen to you. And so I was the nutritionist that was prepping all of my own food, totally organic, gluten-free, soy-free, dairy-free, at sometimes paleo, thought that I knew everything, was eating really clean. I was working out all the time, but I felt terrible. Like I drank more coffee or caffeine in a day than people should drink in a week. I was constantly craving sugar. I snoozed a gazillion times to get out of bed, and my skinny jeans didn't fit. There was this constant battle of going into my closet and finding something that didn't squeeze the muffin top too tight instead of all the cute clothes that I loved and wanted to wear. And in addition to that, I was really broke. So I was buried in student loan debt. If you guys, can relate to that, type in the chat. I want to hear from you. But I have 2 bachelors and 2 masters. I made really poor credit card decisions when I was younger, and I worked my butt off like a chicken with its head cut off, just trying to make ends meet. I worked literally from before sunrise to way after sundown, sometimes 18, 20-hour days. I was working 80 to 100 hours a week. In every single one of those jobs, I exchanged time for money. I was clocking in and I was clocking out, and I was working for somebody else. So in addition to working for somebody else, if I didn't show up, I didn't make money. If I went on vacation, I lost money. Not because the cost of the trip, but the cost of not working. And so when we share tonight some of the major trends that are happening in the environment and in the world today, and some of the major financial trends that we're experiencing, I just invite you to be open. I invite you to think about, could your life be better physically or financially? Could you feel healthier? Could you maybe pass this on? Is there someone in your life that maybe could be healthier physically or financially? And so hopefully, oops, it was a little bit frozen. Okay, so the very first thing that I want to chat with you guys tonight about is just our disclaimer that when it comes to the products, when it comes to the income, anything is possible with Isagenix. However, we don't treat, we don't diagnose. The business is a result of how hard you work. It's not a get quick rich scheme. It's not, MLM. It's not, we're curing, we're fixing, we're diagnosing diseases. We're a health and wellness company. We put the products in your body, they go to work. In the business, you're the CEO of it. You literally are the result of the effort that you put in, and you will get those results because of it. So let's start right now with, are you living your ideal life? And what I mean by that is, do you wake up when you want to or when you have to? Is the paycheck what you're worth, or what somebody else has decided what you're worth? Are you traveling the places you want to be traveling, or the places you can afford to travel? Do you spend a lot of your time commuting when you wish you were doing something else? Are you spending the time with your family or away from your family? And just ask yourself that. And I'll tell you, 5.5 years ago, I was not living my ideal life. I didn't go to school and get 2 master's degrees to work 100 hours a week. That's not what I thought it would be like. I did not see time. I didn't spend time with my friends. And half the time with my family, it was conversations like, hey, I'm working at the restaurant. Come in tonight. I'll wait on you. That's how I got to see them. That's not fun. That's not my ideal life. I didn't drive the car that I wanted. I didn't shop the places I wanted. But most of all, I wasn't fulfilled. I just ran around like a chicken with its head cut off, and I didn't enjoy what I was doing. There was no passion. There was no excitement. And I think a lot of people feel that way. So let's just think right now about the market trends. What is happening, and why is Isagenix so dynamic and so powerful in their life? First of all, you guys, almost 70% of adults in North America are considered at least overweight, if not obese. I mean, that's darn near 3/4 of the population. So when we think about, we have solutions that impact lives, 69% of people need our products because they're overweight. They're already going to have other health issues as a result of being overweight. Now, the fitness industry is an $83 billion industry. We know people are motivated by fitness. They're interested in sports nutrition. So whether you're at Core Power like me, or Cycle Bar, or you're at Orange Theory, or you're running, or you're biking, or you're at 24 Hour Fitness, maybe you have a Peloton, $83 billion industry. So we know people are looking for great nutrition to fuel and recover from those workouts. Now let's look at the anti-aging market. It's expected to reach over $331 billion by 2021. That means we are living longer than we ever have, and people want to look good and they want to feel good. So I'm sharing this with you because where people are spending their money, you guys, this is the market research. They're spending the money on how to age healthily. So just imagine a business that converges to all these trends. It has a solution for all of these. And I'm not going to put any network marketing companies down, but I have been pitched so many companies and I've been invited to take a look at so many companies. And I don't believe cookware is answering, nature's major issues. I don't think cookware is providing people the solutions that they want. That's my own personal opinion. I don't think that there's a $331 billion cookware industry. And so that's why I get so excited about Isagenix, because people are looking for us. So let's talk a little bit about the company, you guys. We're built on integrity. I mean, the vision of this company is to impact world health, physically and financially. So our founders, who had been through every horror story, every experience with, I'm just gonna go ahead and mute everybody. I'm sorry if that didn't happen before. I thought that I had done it, but give me just 1 second. Okay, so back to the chat. Our founders have been through so many terrible experiences. And when they came out of retirement, almost 17 years ago, they said, we're going to be not only ambassadors for the profession, but ambassadors for the globe. We wanted to be innovative with products. We wanted to be green friendly. We wanted to make sure that integrity was at the forefront of our core values. And I remember the first time I visited our world headquarters, not only did I feel like I had just stepped into the Willy Wonka of nutrition, but I thought I could not have found a better company to align myself with. I absolutely could not imagine better core values, a better mission statement, a better vision. And I thought when I had my own practice, I didn't even have this level of standard. And I said, if I'm going to go to work and partner with somebody, I want to be aligned with somebody like this. Slides are a little bit frozen. Okay, so here's our solutions, you guys. I love that we have solutions for weight loss. We have solutions for performance. We have solutions for vitality and well-being, personal care and beauty, and also financial wellness. So when you think about if someone's trying to lose weight, they want to run faster, lift heavier, get stronger, maybe they just want good digestive health. They want to put the best vitamins and minerals or green supplements in their body. Or they know our skin is our largest organ, and what they put on your skin is so important because that's going into the entire body. Or you're looking for supplemental income, we literally have solutions for all of it. And this excites me. So let's talk about our products here, you guys. We start with the Cleanse for Life, and this is what I like to think of as like a shampoo for your cells. So this will help you eliminate stubborn fat and boost your metabolism. It supports our body's natural detox processes, and it's full of vitamins and minerals. I'm just gonna see who's unmuted. I'm so sorry, you guys. I really thought that I had muted everybody, and I'm trying to do it while I'm on the recording. Let me just try again. I'm so sorry. I might have to stop the share to mute everybody. If you guys can just go ahead and just mute for me, it would be so awesome because I'm going through and manually doing it. So if you're dialing in a little bit late and if you could just go ahead and mute, that would be fantastic. I'm trying to click on a few of you guys and just make sure that it's all quiet. Thank you guys so much. Okay, so the Cleanse for Life. When you think about the Cleanse for Life, think about what our body is absorbing on a day-to-day basis. So there is more toxins and pollutions in the air today than ever before, in the water today than ever before. We have herbicides and pesticides in our food. I think about me as a girl, what is going in my skin with my deodorant, with my perfumes, with my makeup, and to think that our kidneys and liver are going to do what they did 100 years ago, it's unrealistic. And so the Cleanse for Life is going to be the nourishment to literally support your body from phase 1 to phase 2 of detoxification, get everything out of the adipose cells, which is fat cells, so that now that energy can actually go towards fat metabolism and not detoxification. And I'll just throw in here, you guys, it's not that poopy cleanse. It's not that type of cleanse. It's nourishment for your body to support what it's already doing. And even if you don't have weight to lose, this is going to give you the Isaglow. I mean, it lights you up with energy by nourishing the body and getting all that out. Think about like how your house looks when you deep clean it, right? Or when you go get your car detailed, like you get to do that to your body. And so let's now talk about our shake. You guys, this is a complete meal replacement. I asked my sister today, we were hanging out, I said, if you could pick just one product, like one product with Isagenix, what would you pick, right? What would be the one? And she was like, oh, the shake, hands down. It's so convenient. And I was like, really? And she's like, what would be yours? And I was like, probably the Ionics, which I'll tell you about. But our shakes, you guys, all you need is water and ice. I mean, they're full meal replacements. They're thick, they're creamy, they're delicious. They're less than $3 a meal. And whether you want to take the shake and replace a meal so that this is a low calorie but high nutrient dense food to boost your metabolism and fuel your body, or maybe you want to add the shake into a well-balanced meal to help put on, lean body mass, it will work for what your goals are. But our shakes are clean, you guys. We have undenatured grass-fed whey protein from New Zealand or our plant-based shakes. So there's options for everybody, but the variety of flavors will make it that you never get sick of it. I've been doing a shake a day for over 5 years. I'm still obsessed with them. So here's the Ionics. This is my favorite product. If we think about the cleanse is knocking out the nasties, the shake is filling in the gaps of the diet. We cannot get everything we need from food alone. So the shake is going to nourish your body. In the Ionics, this is going to absolutely help you deal with stress in your life. So whether it's financial stress or relationship stress or traffic or job stress or exercise stress, our adrenals are going full time all the time. And the Ionics allows your body to not feel that state of stress, that fight or flight all the time. One of the ways you know that you have stress is if you wake up sluggish or you have a racing mind at night, or you have excess belly fat. And so the Ionic Supreme, like our happy juice, our mama juice, but it is gonna literally help melt the belly fat away. It's gonna help you recover from your workouts. It's gonna help you see life through what I think of as rose-colored glasses. We've heard people say when they hop on Isagenix, it's like unicorn dust got sparkled on them or a Christmas tree got turned on. That's because your body's no longer in this defense mode and it's more rested and it's more relaxed. And then we finish off with our vitamins. So where the shakes is gonna help with the macronutrition, your carbs, your fats, your protein. The complete essentials is your micronutrition. So this is your vitamins, this is your minerals, this is the omegas, this is the antioxidants. I like to think of it as your long-term insurance for optimal health. And one of the things I love about this, you guys, is they come in these tiny little packets. So they're super convenient, your AM and PM pack. I was someone that always wanted to take vitamins, but I would look at my cupboard in the morning and be like, oh my gosh, there's no freaking way I have time to open up these 8 bottles. I'm late, I gotta go. And these come in tiny little packets. I throw it in my purse. And even if I forget right away in the morning, later on I'll go in my purse, grab my phone. I'm like, oh yeah, my vitamins. You can take them at any time. And one little side note, no fish burps. I have this whole thing that no fish burps. And the other thing that's in there is our Isagenesis product B, which is all about healthy aging. So as we age, our telomeres get less strong. That's the communication at the end of each DNA strand. And just imagine being able to have nutrition that's going to prevent that, if not reverse that process. And that's something that's so dynamic with Isagenix. And in addition to those major pillars, so in addition to the shakes, the cleanse, the Ionics, and the vitamins, we have so many great snacking options. I'm a big believer of fail to plan, plan to fail. So having a bar that can go in your bag or a chocolate that's going to help you when you're craving something sweet, a protein trip. We've got things for immune health and heart health, our brain support and sleep support, energy, the performance line, and now our gut health with the digestive enzymes and probiotics. And there is literally something for everybody. And one of the things that's so awesome about these products is that it really provides a lifestyle. So we're not a get quick fix, right? We're not a one-hit wonder. This is a lifestyle that even after your initial system, we're gonna keep you feeling good and looking good ongoing. And we also have our essential oil lines now. How awesome is that? I was never an oil girl, mostly because I didn't know anything about them, but I've been using the oils to clean part of my house. I've been using it in the laundry, to sleep, in the shower as something that's a little bit awakening and refreshing, some of the immune health. So it's a great added benefit to our lifestyle program. Now look at these solutions. Oh my gosh, right? Like I love when Kathy Cooper says we have the best transformations in the entire world. And I agree. I mean, we really deliver results that you cannot get anywhere else. And whether it's to get your youth back, to drop some mommy pounds, to put on some lean body mass, Isagenix is going to put the nutrition in your body so your body can get to work and really deliver the physical body that you want and deserve. Now, I'm a big science person. I'm a nutritionist. I was a health and wellness girl. I'm like, okay, people can, say this all day long, but where's the proof? Where's the data? And we went toe to toe with the heart healthy diet. And what we found is the subjects that were on Isagenix compared to those that weren't, with all of their standards kept the same, we lost 56% more weight loss compared to those that were not on Isagenix, 47% more fat loss, and twice as much more visceral fat, which is around your midsection, around your organs. Like, are you kidding me? So this is why diets don't work, you guys. What are the first 3 letters of the word diet? That's how you feel when you're on a diet. You're restrictive. And with a malnourished diet and you're already eating too little, you're going to end up fatigued. And that's why people crave and they cave and they go and they eat bad choices. With Isagenix, because you're nourishing your body, those cravings go down, you're fueling it with exactly what you want, which is why we get the accelerated results. So let's talk about how Isagenix fits into your life, okay? It's super simple. You use the products, you share the system with others, and then you find business partners that want to do the same if you are looking for the business solution as well, the financial solution as well. So let me think about, in my day-to-day life, the things I refer. If Shauna came into Denver and she was like, oh my gosh, I just ran like 18 miles last week, I'm so sore, I would say, oh my gosh, you've got to call my friend Erica Monet. Monet Massage, it's amazing. She does it out of your house. She always goes 30 minutes long. It's the best massage you've ever had. You need to go, right? And she would probably go and she would hire her and she would have a great massage. Now, is Erica giving me a free massage? No, but I'm happy to do it because I love her. I think she's fabulous and I want other people to experience that. And so Christina messages me and she's like, hey, my nail girl can't get me in. I love your manicure. Like, where do you go, right? She's reaching out to me. I'm going to say, oh my gosh, go to Paris Nails. Ask for Mina. She's amazing. I might randomly hear some girl in Starbucks be like, oh, I need a new hair girl. Like, every time I go, she's not doing what I ask. And I'm going to say, call Jeannie. She's been doing my hair for 20 years. There's no one on the planet that does blonde hair better than her, right? And Isagenix is the same way. You're going to hear people that say, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. And you can say, I used to be too until I changed my nutrition. There's going to be people that reach out to you and say, you look amazing. Every time I see you, you look better. What are you doing? Okay. And just think of Isagenix, that you are referring everything you love to the people you love. It's literally sharing a gift. Now, I'm going to get real with you guys. First of all, because that's who I am. I don't sugarcoat anything. But secondly, because this is important and this is something you need to know. When I first joined Isagenix, I didn't want to talk about the business. I didn't want to sell anybody. And I was very afraid of what people were going to think of me, until I started to realize how many people were suffering like me in silence, how many people were struggling, and how many people were praying for a solution. So when I got started with Isagenix, I had $17 to my name, with savings maxed out, credit cards maxed out, right? And I mean, so much debt from credit cards and student loans, like close to 100K in debt. And I wasn't telling that. If people saw me, they thought I was thriving. I had this great nutrition business. Everything was going great. And when I started to tell people and they opened up to me, it was shocking to me how many people could benefit from an extra $200 to $500 a month. And look at these statistics, you guys. 39 million people are in some type of food assistance. 39 million people. Debt is skyrocketing. Healthcare costs are rising. I mean, these are just a few of the reasons why people need more money. Now, in addition to that, people are working differently. Think about how many people have a side job. They're selling online. They're renting rooms in their house. They're doing like Uber or Lyft. They're selling things online. And with all of these, they're trading time for money. But it didn't used to be this way, you guys. People had their full-time job, or they had a part-time retail job maybe, or a part-time service job. People are looking for extra income, but they want freedom. They want time freedom. They don't want to work for somebody else, okay? People don't want to go clock in and clock out with their other job. They're looking for income in the pockets of their time. But with all of those jobs, like I said, they're trading time for money. When I get into the car with a Lyft driver or an Uber driver and I start to ask them questions like how much are they making and how many hours did they have to drive to do that, I literally feel like a huge beating on my heart to tell them about Isagenix, because I know they can make that same amount of money in half the time, if not much more, and they get to be home. They get to be home with their families. So why network marketing, you guys? I want you to really think about this, because in order to be a clinical nutritionist, I went to school for a very long time. It took a lot of tests, a lot of boards, had to get a lot of license, right? Was constantly audited. Like, that's stressful. I think about what my sister had to do as a health psychologist, right? Think about what someone has to do to be a nurse, to be a PA, to be an MA, to be a CPA, to be an attorney, whatever it is. Like, why would network marketing be appealing? Okay, well, first of all, there's time flexibility. You can work from anywhere, right? Like, that is super fun. There's a ton of training and support. You don't need any special degrees. We're going to coach you every step of the way. A positive culture. I mean, honestly, the personal development of this is like one of my favorite pieces. And there's an opportunity that does not cap your earning potential. Does that mean everybody's going to make 7 figures? Absolutely not. But the fact that the only person that decides what you're making is you is mind-blowing. As a nutritionist, I was only going to make so much because there were so many hours in the day. I could only charge so much per hour, and I could only see so many clients in a day. Okay, as a group fitness instructor, I could only teach so many spin or body pump classes. Like, your body will only go so far. And with network marketing, whether I want to make 6 figures a year, multiple 6 figures, 7 figures, that's up to me and how hard I work. And that's fun. That's liberating, that there's nobody defining your worth. The positive culture, I have friends, many of them on this call, that I would never have known. They would never even be a part of my life. And to think that there's people like Kristen and Kathy and Sarah in my life because a friend told somebody and they paid this forward, and now we were able to support each other and cheer each other on and celebrate what we were doing and not point out everything that wasn't working. That's a part of network marketing that is so awesome. Okay, but now with the gig economy going bananas, the network marketing company going bananas, like, so many people are joining things like this. Why Isagenix? What sets us apart? Well, let's talk about the fact that we have more 6 and 7 figure income earners than like any other company. We have nearly 300 people that have made $1 million since they've been with Isagenix. And that's cumulative, but the company is only 17 years old. I mean, some of those people made $1 million in 2 or 3 years. Some did it in 10. But for me as a nutritionist, I was making about 30 to 35,000 a year. How many years, decades would I have had to work to make $1 million? And I'm on the cusp of that with my Isagenix business in 5.5 years. We literally have solutions that change lives physically and financially. The company's been around over 16 years. We've done over $6 billion in cumulative sales. Millions of people around the globe have benefited from our products. And most importantly, we're a privately held company with no debt. Like, I love that. In addition to the core values and the integrity that I talked about in the beginning, we have a global opportunity. We're in 19 countries. I don't know people in South Korea, but I know there's people on my team that do. We're in Mexico and Canada and New Zealand and Australia and Colombia, and the list goes on and on. So when we talk about the financial wellness, we literally have the best compensation plan in all of network marketing. And I will say that boldly and confidently. And I've got friends that are top earners in skincare companies and friends that are top income earners in makeup companies. And I believe you've got to be passionate. You've got to love what you're doing and have purpose behind that. But I also know the money that they're making. And the money that is possible with Isagenix, you cannot find anywhere else. When we get paid daily, weekly, and monthly. I mean, how awesome is that? That you can earn money in 24 hours if you get in a bind. Consistently, I get paid every Monday. They've never skipped a Monday. And then we have these monthly bonuses on top of it. It just keeps getting more generous. And so the foundation of this is what we like to call you share, they share, repeat. And as promised, I talked about how you can make almost $1,000 in the next 1 to 2 months. So it literally starts with you finding 2 people and you helping them find their 2 people. And I'm not going to go through each and individual bonuses of this. Whoever invited you to the call, I encourage you to reach out to them. I encourage you to say, hey, this girl talked about if I find 2 and they find 2, I can make $900. And have them walk you through that. But I'll tell you, it's not hard. What's hard is saying no to the things you want to say yes to. What's hard is not having the time freedom that you want. What's hard is commuting in traffic an hour, hour and a half to your job when you just dropped your little child off at daycare, okay? What's hard is missing those moments because you're working for somebody else. What's not hard is falling in love with a system that's going to light you up from the inside out and then paying that forward to the people you care about. So I began my journey with reaching out to my mom and my sister. And I was like, guys, I know I've made you eat Whole30. I know I've put you on paleo diets and made you do all these crazy cleanses, but I'm going to do this thing called Isagenix and I want you to do it with me. And they were like, okay, if you say it's good, we're willing to do it with you. And I said, and we all need to find 2 people. And they were like, what? And I said, we all find accountability partners. Instead of going to happy hour, we're going to have our cleanse support buddies. You know, when it gets challenging, people that cheer us on, we're going to get these results together because we don't want anybody left behind. And so my mom got my stepdad and my aunt. My sister got her husband and a close friend. And just like that, you share, they share. I made almost $1,000. And this girl that had $17 to her name and was thinking, how many freaking spin classes do I have to teach to get myself at my head above water right now? I was so grateful. And I was so overwhelmed by the generosity of Isagenix. I got to work. And I was like, oh my gosh, that was just with my mom and my sister. Who else do I know that eats food that has 2 friends that want to get healthy with them? And 5 years later, every time I talk to someone, we talk about who are the 2 people that are going to join with them, because we don't go out to eat alone. We don't go to movies alone. Why would you cleanse and get healthy alone? And I remember thinking, if my best friend and I were going on vacation together for spring break and she did this and didn't tell me, and we showed up and she looked bomb in her bikini and I didn't, I was still fluffy and a little bit chubby from the holidays, and she was like, oh, I wanted to try it first and see if it worked, I'd be pissed, right? I'd want to look just as good as her and not have the fluff or the puff in my bikini. And so when you're thinking about this, like, oh my gosh, I've got to be at my end result before I talk to somebody. No, you don't. You're most relatable in the journey. And we do this by holding each other accountable. And then it just goes on and on and on. You guys, for those of you that know network marketing, we build 2 teams, not 5, not 10. We build 2, and it gets paid on limited levels, and you pay out on your team bonuses weekly. I mean, the fact that whether it's 10 referrals down or 20 referrals down or 100 referrals down, you get paid the same as if it was someone you personally sponsored. That's incredible. For network marketers who are familiar with compensation plans, it doesn't get any better than this. And so I'm going to leave you with this before I stop the slides with, you can live your ideal life. You absolutely can. And the only person that decides it is you. The only person that really defines what that looks like from the time you wake up and the time you go to bed is absolutely you. And if not now, when? I recently heard one of the top leaders in our company talk to a friend of mine who was brand new, and he just said to her, if what you are doing right now is going to get you to your dreams, get you to all the experiences that you want, and have you completely fulfilled in 5 years, then keep doing what you're doing. But if not, what can you do to get there? And if not this, what will it be? Isagenix may not be for everybody. I get that. But I do believe that it's important to hold the mirror up to your face and ask yourself, if I do exactly what I'm doing right now, how will my life look different in 5 years? And if I want my life to look completely different in 3 to 5 years, what are my options for getting there? And for me, I didn't have any hours in the day left to drive for Lyft and Uber. I didn't have any hours left in the day to pick up more body pump classes, right? I didn't have any more hours in the day to bartend more shifts at the restaurant. What I had to do was get myself healthy and talk to people where I was already seeing people. I talked to people at the jobs I was already going to, paying this forward. And 5 years later, my life looks completely different because of this amazing opportunity. And so for those of you that are brand new, there's 3 basic ways that we get started with. We all want to do one of our 30-day systems to reboot the body. And whether that's our bare bones basic 30-day system with shakes and cleanse, or the premium pack that is going to support your shakes and cleanse with some snacking options, or our value pack, which I do believe is the best investment, because in addition to your shakes and cleanse and snacks, it does come with our greens, which alkalize the body. It also comes with the AM/PM vitamin mineral packs that we talked about. Any one of these is not only going to get you incredible results, but it's also the only overhead you have to open up your business, to open up your financial solution with Isagenix. There's a lot of other small businesses or franchise opportunities that have massive, massive investments. It cost me over $10,000 to open up Fuel for Life, which is my nutrition practice. It did not give me the same return of investment as my $600 investment with Isagenix did. The last bit of good news I have for you is we have free membership. I know this call's a little bit late. It ends at midnight tonight, 10 o'clock Colorado time, 9 o'clock the Pacific time. But if you're on this call and you're brand new and you're saying, I need this, I need to live the life of my dreams. I'm ready to live my ideal life. I want to look good every single day. I want to walk into my closet and pick out whatever I want to wear, not with whatever fits that day, that you want to not be setting alarm clocks, that you don't want to be working for somebody else. You want some extra spending money to save for a vacation or pay off a credit card, whatever it may be, reach out to whoever invited you onto the call. If it's me, message me right now. Let's get you going. If it was Sarah or Kathy or Kristen or Abby or whoever it was, reach out to them and say, I'll watch that call. I'm ready. I'm ready to say yes and take ownership of my life. So I want to just absolutely thank you guys for getting on. I know it's late on Sunday night, but I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of you for investing in yourself. And I truly will just leave you that Isagenix is a company that will transform your life. If you do nothing else, say yes to the products. You deserve to look and feel your best, and let them go to work for themselves. The magic is the energy you're going to exude without even trying. People are going to reach out to you. People are going to ask you questions. They're going to ask what you're doing. And naturally, you'll pay it forward and you'll start earning those bonuses. For any more specific questions, please reach out to me or whoever invited you on the call. I wish you guys a really happy weekend, and hopefully the end of the football game ended the way that you wanted, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Good night.